top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Snagged in the middle. It's Prieskorn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, what a spectacular
right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough humble.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
The Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Williams looking for a man. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a second down play. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The inside handoff. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Williams will pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. With the catch, it's Russell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll send the back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the right. That pass is incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't work the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. And you've already set your punt around 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams will pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Williams looking for a man. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Canes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for room. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams will pass. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to scramble. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going right and going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third down, he drops to throw. Now adjusting. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. It'll be a draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morgan. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He got it! Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got it behind the line. It's Jacobs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Underwood. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
To the air on second down. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. It's in the tight end in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The crowd gets behind this defense. Williams will pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Brown has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Canes will punt this one away. They kick it away on fourth down. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's Prieskorn. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally into the win column. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better?